Everyone tells new YouTubers just same thing, just be consistent. I followed that advice. And nobody talks about how damaging that advice could be for a new or a small YouTuber. Now let's be clear, this video isn't about quitting. It's about what I would ignore if I was starting over as a YouTuber. Now let me say this clearly, consistency, it does matter. But the way that it's explained is usually, it's a little bit incomplete, especially if you're a beginner like you and me. When you're new and you're a small YouTuber, just be consistent can turn into pressure. Post every day, don't miss a day, and trust the process. And when nothing happens, that advice just turns into silence. What am I going to do with that? Here's the part that nobody is saying out loud. Being consistent with the wrong information or the wrong process, it's not going to do anything but burn you out. Listen, y'all, I was posting, I was showing up, but I wasn't learning why other videos worked and the other videos didn't work. Like, what's going on? Help me out. So naturally from there, I started to think it's got to be me. It's not like people just don't want the content. They don't like it. It's got to be me. In this situation, what helped me more wasn't posting more. It was paying attention to other things, the analytics, things like that. More importantly, I posted a short calling out all the inconsistencies that have been passed on to small YouTubers. It was good advice, but it just wasn't working. I used the same honesty, I used the same energy, and guess what? Suddenly, my numbers started to change. Go figure. And that wasn't because I wasn't working harder, because I definitely was doing that. But what I began to do is I started to frame my message better. When I did this, that's when it clicked. So what I learned, I'm going to share with you right now. So if you're a small YouTuber, one thing that I learned is be consistent about learning. Be consistent about testing. Be consistent about showing up and doubling down on what is actually working. You got to understand, we're small. These other guys, they've been doing this for a while. They maybe even be big creators. So they can post anything and get feedback. But with us, it takes a little more strategy. As a small creator, we got to earn our feedback. It's not going to be given to us. Now, eventually it may, but right now, it's all about earning and putting in the reps and putting in the work. If you're new and you're feeling frustrated, trust me, I sympathize. But just understand, you're not broken. You just might be following advice that wasn't meant for you at this stage in your YouTube career. So if you're starting from 0 please hit that subscribe button. I'm documenting this honestly, and I'm not pretending to have it all together and have it figured out.